Yeah.
Cigarettes, you could sell cigarettes.
I think so.
What if you sold loose cigarettes for merch?
That's the thing is, like, I think
Could you do like rolling papers?
Condoms, rolling papers, cigs. We had Raw, the weed rolling paper company, reached out to us, and they kept being like, do you guys want free product? We'd love to keep giving you free product. And they gave us one merch drop once, and then we like didn't really see the longevity of that.
But it's sincerely cool. You need something a little more ironic than that, right?
Yeah. And I think we need to ride the line between, like,
what about Viagra?
Holy shit, like some really like off-brand, like it's like, it'll
like stuff you buy at gas stations.
Fentanyl
you
have
to go to the States and then smuggle a lot of gas station dick pills into the country.
Love those. I'd seen the advertisement, the graphic design on those. I'm like, I would pray I should get those graphic designers. If you can hear my voice, clap once. You remember those? Did you guys do that here? Or is that like an American teacher thing? When like the kids are being rowdy, you're like, if you hear my voice, clap once. If you hear my voice, clap twice. And then they'd kind of be like, I'll wait. It's like that type energy.
Riley went to like a Montessori school where they could do whatever they wanted.
Really?
No,
Can you not tell?
Like Jaden Smith type curriculum stuff?
To be honest, I feel like based on what I'm wearing now and what I was wearing when I came in, you really couldn't tell. It was, like someone who sort of aggressively reacted to like the sort of looseness of the. I
need discipline. You said.
I don't want to talk about free range school anymore, though. I've talked about it a lot.
Fair.
Free range school. I'm like, is that like free range eggs where like the kids they can just like roam free and they kind of graze and take what they want?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
People who've been listening to like 3 episodes in a row, be like, we know what free range school is.
Oh, God.
Zack Zucker,
everyone knows.
You mentioned that you're looking for a merch idea. So we're here to brainstorm the best merch for Zack Zucker.
Yes. Yes, please. I would love that. I mean,
do you have any requirements?
So here's the thing. I feel like, and you could back me up here, so it's not me just kind of like, jacking myself off.
You're a sex icon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said it, not me.
Can someone jack me off, please?
Yeah, can someone just please jack me
myself off over
Yeah,
here. I need someone to step in.
I am tired. It's been a long day of jacking off. How do you market a show that's like raunchy, and our whole thing is being like fun and like epic? But it's like, that is so cringe to try to be like, yeah, it's like a cool, awesome show.
So
it's
you have to like overdo it. Well, the way that Charlie XCX has douches, she's got signature douches.
Really?
And like ass paddles.
Like this podcast.
My signature douche.
Yeah.
Shot it not.
Yeah. I haven't done an American shoddy one of these in a long time. Fuck yeah.
A glue factory douche would actually go hard, especially given the sheer
Are you
cumminess of our logo.
How sick would that be?
I really regret the logo.
Oh, I love it.
No, dude, there's fucking rules. Are you kidding me?
Only the horse suggests that it's not something more unsavory. And even then, that's a big business. You know that Glock's in that business.
Oh,
well, you
yeah,
know,
horse cum.
Yeah, Glock.
Glock is in horse cum?
Did you know how the glue is made out of horse?
Or maybe it's Beretta. Is it Beretta or Glock?
Are you guys talking? Did I miss something? Or is this...
Well, glue factory, it's because glue is made out of horses, because the giant horse cocks come
it's made out of horse cum.
Glue.
Yeah.
That's what, like Elmer's glue is just horse cum.
Don't delete that. You saw me. Don't show that.
Yeah, well, the original Pritt stick is just a horse stick.
That sucks.
That's what the Amish use.
If you move the letters around, it just spells horse.
This sucks so hard. Damn, dude. And I'm assuming this guy has just dropped a huge, because he's smoking. This is a post glue.
Yeah. And he's filled up this whole mug as well.
Oh,
I was really hoping
that's what I'm drinking?
I really was hoping it was just like a cool horse. Who was sort of okay with death, you know?
Well, that's what they give. It's like a firing squad. They give the horse a cigarette before they like bolt gun it at the glue factory.
Well, there's two things. Or is the horse that did it give away like all of its family in order to sort of buy its own life?
Wait. Do you mean like the Johnny Depp movie Brave?
I definitely don't mean that. I would also say this was apparently Soviet propaganda. No one ever corroborated this, but there was Soviet propaganda anti-smoking. It was literally a huge poster that said, "A drop of nicotine kills a horse." I don't know if that's true, but that was the way in the Soviet Union they like try to get people not to smoke. So for me, as a post-Soviet child, seeing a horse smoking is very confusing.
Yeah.
Well,
interesting. I was in China.
You guys are all so smart, and I'm like realizing so quickly I'm not going to add much to this podcast.
We need to go back to the merch.
No. We're riffing.
I was going to say that does remind me of when I was in China. I briefly took up smoking while in China.
Yeah.
Do as the locals do, sure.
Yeah.
Well, also because I was maybe because smoking is pretty cool. I was like
undeniably.
Yeah.
Cigarettes, you could sell cigarettes.
I think so.
What if you sold loose cigarettes for merch?
That's the thing is like I think
you could do like rolling papers.
Condoms, rolling papers, cigs. We had Raw, the weed rolling paper company reached out to us, and they kept being like, "Do you guys want free product? We'd love to keep giving you free product." And they gave us one merch drop once, and then we like didn't really see the longevity of that.
But it's sincerely cool. You need something a little more ironic than that, right?
Yeah.
And I think we need to ride the line between like,
What
is
about
this
Viagra?
holy shit, like some really like off-brand, like it's like it'll
Like you
The stuff you buy at gas
like
stations.
fentanyl
You have,
laced
to,
Viagra.
you have to go to the States and then smuggle a lot of gas station dick pills into the
I
country.
love those. I'd seen the advertisement, the graphic design on those. I'm like, I would pray I should get those graphic designers.
Well, how are you getting hard at the gas station? That's my question.
Well, no one's fucking jacking me off, so I don't know how.
What am I going to do? Thumb it through the glory hole? That'd be ridiculous.
No.
Just hope there's a magician on the other side. You know.
That's why magicians spit on all of their tricks, right? Okay, I'm starting to like put it all together. Also, I feel like smoking needs a rebrand. All these packets keep saying like smoking kills, smoking will take your life. They should make it be like smoking is cool. Smoking is a way to meet friends in public.
How about this?
Yeah.
You could for your show and you could rebrand cigarettes to have positive messages instead of the Surgeon General's warning.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like so
Sell cigarettes with
Like
a
fortune
cool,
cookies.
It's like so coded that I've been trying to quit smoking for like 10 years. Yeah, no, smoking is like really cool. Can you buy it, guys? 30 pounds. 30 pounds, 40 pounds.
What's
fuck
more
it.
important, lungs or friends? Everyone has lungs.
Yeah,
In
you can
my
only
view-
have 2 lungs, but I can have 4 friends.
That's right.
Facts.
yeah.
Jack Tucker is the new Marlboro Man in my mind. He's as sexy.
Okay. Can I ask you something as my friend?
Yes.
And you guys as my lovers?
only at the gas station.
Yeah.
Damn.
Outside of the gas station, we don't know each other.
Route 66.
No,
to
we
get
have never
rooted
met before
66
outside the gas
times.
station. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was so cool to see. What a coincidence.
It's not cheating if it stays at the gas station.
No. That's why I won't take the family car there.
That's why I'm so against the adoption of electric vehicles.
I don't want
And
to.
cruise in a charging point.
Dude,
Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, that actually
Oh, yeah.
would be okay. You can't cruise in a charging point.
I'd actually-
it's kind of like isms.
I'm kind of getting a theme here, which is you could be like pro fossil fuels, pro smoking,
Yeah.
all that stuff. You know, like you could go on a campaign to save like internal combustion engine vehicles.
Frack
With a
that
shit-
ass up.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Just things like this. Cigarettes with a positive
Yeah.
message. A shirt that's about how you can't cruise at a supercharger.
What about
Stuff
a
like this.
t-shirt? On the t-shirt, there's a picture of a packet of cigarettes, and then it says you can't cruise at a charging point, but you can smoke as the warning.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so
What were
it's
you
like
gonna
a
ask me as a
choose.
friend and them as
Yeah.
lovers?
Well, it's like it feels again. I'm riding this wave here right now. I'm going full like cowabunga mode with you guys. This rocks. In this character that I played, Jack Tucker, I'm in like a dumpy suit, and I like to feel like a rock star, but I also like smell so bad. I have 3 times given myself thrush where I've thought I've had an STI and been like, that's it. You know, I've had a good run. It's about time I caught something, and it's like, no, it's
You
just
got
like,
an STD from the character.
yeah, fully. And I just,
So your character reached through the 4th wall and gave you an STI.
yeah.
Crush in this case.
Yeah, exactly.
And my
yeah.
character in this case was a guy I met at the back.
Yeah,
of
the gas station. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Tucker lives there. Tucker just lurks. He doesn't live anywhere, but he's always moving. He's never really sleeps. But sometimes I've had a rule where I will refuse. I've never like kissed anyone in this costume. I've never had sex in this period of my life, but I've never because I'm waiting for the boys. But I've like
I'm waiting at the hole in
I'm
the gas
waiting at-
station cubicle. Yeah.
come on, anyone in there?
I can't believe I wore my magician's outfit for nothing.
Yeah,
That
trying
would
to
be the
smoke some
worst
cock
part.
at the
Have you ever thought this about a glory hole? Like the worst part would be just at like not a very busy cruising spot, and you're just there with just your dick through a hole, just waiting for like 25
Surely
minutes.
you'd like have something to do while you're doing like a book.
Okay,
Like a crossword.
I have a very serious question
You're
about
suddenly like, whoa.
glory holes. Is it first come, first serve? Is there
Oh, it sure
a
is.
receiving side or a giving side, or you do whatever you want with the open hole?
It's both. It's like sometimes people because this also was going to lead
What
me.
if I'm at a glory hole and I just want to give and don't want to take?
Then there's glory holes that are set up, and you can just go in there, and then you're kind of just like chilling, and then
So it's not 2-way; it's a 1-way.
no.
How on earth would a one-way hole work?
Well, in that one side is only receiving and the other side's only giving.
So it's a one-way, but like
What if
mediated.
You
What
have to
you
stick
do
your
dick-
dick through
what
a
if you go
mirror.
dick
There's
to
a bunch
dick?
of detectives on the other side watching you.
Jacking off, being like, oh, are they gonna get it?
This guy's a really sick fuck. We're gonna nail him.
Who can we hang this on?
Yeah, why are the cops, Nixon?
Well,
Why did I do that?
I live where I live in California in this specifically this area, Echo Park, not to put my whole community on blast, but it's a huge cruising area. And I didn't know this, but one of my best friends who is a gay man who told me about this part. I didn't know about this like part of gay culture, bad bi behavior. And I thought when they kept saying signs that said no cruising, I was like, oh, I guess like, yeah, we're in the hills. It's like probably shouldn't drive that fast. It's probably unsafe. And then I kind of went with that for years, but it's like, you can kind of always see in the bushes, there's just like a bunch of dudes just circle jerking in it. I'm like, I fucking love it. I love knowing that that's happening in my backyard.
That's your culture.
That's my culture right there. But then I also
It's like wildlife. Like you could go out there with a broom, like, go on, get.
yeah, get out of there, get out of there. Just like
You read the
common
sign.
people like pulling up their pants and tripping.
Just scattering.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's awesome, and you see
You
like
step on a twig and they will just like run in different directions.
like
Scuttle away.
Sort of like a deer.
Why would you step on a
Yeah.
twig?
Look,
because he was into
Stop it.
he was into
They're
CBT.
They're
He's
actually
trying to get his
releasing
balls
wolves
crushed.
into the Los Angeles area to try and cull the cruising population.
Well, yeah, I feel like it's also the cartoon, and like you see like it's pitch black, and you see all the eyeballs just like blink, 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 blink. But I also found out, I won't say who because I've been explicitly said not to do this, but
Matt
someone,
Damon.
Matt Damon,
Right, yeah.
in my life, someone very close to me found out that one of their former agents, the representative in the business, is a cum dump. He's a self-proclaimed cum dump glory hole, and he was like,
Oh, that's like on his CV.
well, he has like
Post nominals.
it's self-proclaimed, so you don't actually have post-nominals. You have no official.
You can get endorsed for it on LinkedIn, but that's about it.
yeah, and I've been giving him the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs in, whatever.
Sure,
you want.
I've dumped in there.
Yeah, a proper dump. One way. I couldn't figure out why I wouldn't go the other way. But we recognized him because he's a very signature like thin mustache, and he wears this like
It's a very
Like
signature
John Waters?
thin mustache.
thin mustache. His hair's to the side. He's got millions of.
Jesus.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, but it's like a pencil mustache around here, and he was wearing like a full like a gimp mask. And he took on this like Batman voice. It was like, oh yeah. It was like really.
Wait, where? In what context did you see him?
One of my friend had a friend who was like, hey man, I just came across this on Twitter. I was doing my thing on Twitter and I saw this and I'm pretty sure this is your agent. And it fully was. And it was like a 12-year secret account, which again, no problem. Do your thing, live your life. But it was like, just like, wow, thank you, Phoenix. 36 hours, 24 loads. What a hell of a weekend. And I'm like,
Oh,
that is
wow.
so much cum.
So many loads.
That's a lot,
That could be a
dude.
post by a guy who works for like a moving company, but who just has like a real grind set. You know?
Yeah, real grind, rise and grind mentality.
Wow.
But it's just him, and he's like fully, I'll give it to him, fully a throat goat. That man
Wow.
knows and loves to suck penis. And he's great at it. He's like, you know, some people were born to do specific things, and that man,
It's his passion.
it's his passion.
The
Yeah.
Batman
It's
voice
really
is
lucky
troubling
when your
though.
talents and your
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
passions align.
Yeah. Like
when you do what you love and you love what you do.
It's not even work anymore.
you've got your dick
They don't
near-
even call it a job.
No.
For him, it's just blow.
It's just blow and hand.
You've got your you've got your dick near the glory hole, and you're like, I just don't know where to come. And then from the other side, you hear, come in me.
Yeah, and me. Oh, my father was a glory hole.
Some men, Master Wayne, they just want to receive all the load.
God, I would love if there was a British guy narrating all of it. Because what he'll do sometimes, this is, I mean, now we're getting deep into glory hole
I
lore.
was really hoping
Glory
there were
hole.
going to be some reviews of Echo Park on Google. Like people had left bad reviews on Google Maps.
Search Elysian Heights cruising spots.
There we go. Thank
yeah,
you.
'cause-
Okay.
sorry, not to pimp out my whole
The
neighborhood.
Elysian Fields.
Yeah, the
end
Elysian
of
Fields.
Gladiator, he's just like walking through, he's running his fingers over twink ass.
Oh, Champs-Elysees.
Burr, 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 burr.
Is this copyrighted?
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
man. Who's going to sue us?
yeah. the French people, they shit in the water the day that they were gonna.
Oh, poop protest.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Very cool.
That was
actually.
crazy.
I think the French are my favorite people for that reason because they care so much about how much they don't care about anything, and they're so like, we are going to do this, and this is what we are going to do, and that is it. And I'm like, I wish I had that. Like, I can't. You know, I wish I had that decisiveness. What'd you find?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 1-star rating of Echo Park with just a girl having a birthday party.
But she's alone, so 1 star.
Interesting.
Oh. Bad
Wow.
birthday party, nobody came.
Well,
Damn.
some really bad reviews.
Well, man, well, you guys told me this was a sex podcast, so that's why I said all of this.
Hey, you said that? I'm trying to make it less that.
Nah,
I tell every guest that it's something different.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is a finance podcast. Yeah.
What a thing.
Yeah, what a thing.
Whoa, no, a little bit less. I think it was a fine ass
Yeah.
podcast. My bad.
There's a
What
guy under
were
there
you gonna
managing your
ask me?
portfolio.
I was gonna ask you
Mhm.
because sometimes people have asked me and they think it's like kinky to me, but I feel like I could never do it. They will be like, "Can I fuck you in your costume?" And I feel like I could never do that as like I stink in this costume. I'm soaking wet
Why do you smell?
because it's like
Because you've never dried it, have you?
I have a lot. I wash it a lot, not enough, but a lot. And
Because he's soaking wet the entire time.
yeah, like I get in the shower before the show, and then it's like a 90 to 120-minute experience of like I'm running like as fast as I can, and moving as fast as I
So
can.
you're actually drenched in water. You're not just a bit sweaty. You're like,
No, I'm like super
wringing
sweaty
wet.
and like fully doused
Right,
in
okay.
water. And I just I feel like I can't do the voice. I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to like
Okay.
fuck in a character voice. What is this?
Oh, I'm just looking at more 1-star reviews. I didn't find anything good though.
I got
sorry,
a 1-star
carry on.
review.
Do you want to read it?
at Echo Park or
No, unfortunately at the Fringe. But yeah, it's yeah.
You don't want to have sex in a costume.
would you if you let's say you didn't know me
Would I have sex with you?
as Jack Tucker?
I think I'd only have sex with you as Jack Tucker.
Well, it looks like I'm about to break my rule.
to me, it's fascinating that there are like you have like a kind of groupie situation of people who want to fuck you as the character in the costume.
It's
Especially given I've seen the character is very like it's you making yourself as unattractive as you can.
I
Sort of.
know. And sometimes I'll see myself though if I'm in like good shape and I'm like soaking wet and I look like I'm oiled up and my hair's to the side, I'm like, okay, I could see maybe why that's like kind of I could understand that a bit more. But then you zoom out and you're like pants and underwear, fly undone, feet poking out of shoes, bleeding socks. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like
can
it's
I explain the phenomenon of Jack Tucker? Is that,
Please.
and this is absolutely no offense to any of the women that I'm about to describe. I have been that woman, honey. We've all been there. So the front
Girl
row,
boss.
the front row of any Jack Tucker show is a bunch of, I want to say, let's say 23-year-old girls, and all of them
Make them older. Make them
individually-
older. Make them older.
27, and
A little younger.
so all of them individually are looking at this conventionally attractive man who has made himself superficially unattractive and thinking, I'm the only one who thinks I'm the only
Oh,
one
I
who
see.
sees the 9 underneath. Everyone else thinks he's a gross guy.
think I'm a
But
9?
I'm the only one who sees the 9. And each and every one of them, including myself, we're sitting in the front row being like, I'm the only one who gets it. and that's why they line up.
They're like the intellectuals. They're
Yeah, they think-
they're like ass men, but for women.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly
We're
it.
ass men for women.
That's exactly who they are.
Yeah, they're like I'm not like those gauche boob men.
Exactly.
No,
I
no,
like
no,
I
no.
like the wet man.
Yeah.
Bring me the wet
Give
man.
me the wet man who actually is kind of cute. I also
you are like basically you are.
know he went to
you are
France
the
to learn
girl
how to be
wearing
wet.
glasses in a high school movie.
Dude, I'm Daria. Let's fucking go.
All it takes to make like a man Daria is like a bad suit and sort of gallons of oil sweat.
Yeah.
Just put him in a shower
Yeah.
in full clothes and then send him
They're
out.
the only ones who
He's all
think that
that.
they see the hottie under the glasses.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just a bunch of 27-year-old girls just dry a man in a wetsuit, and then they're like, "Wow, he was hot all along." And he's ready to go to the prom. He's already in a suit. So that
the
solves
real
that
ones
problem.
want to fuck him while he's still wet.
And-
They're taking
yeah.
him to prom.
I just like can't do it. I don't think I could do. I mean, of course, I could for the right person. I could do anything. What do you mean? I'm playing along. I also did.
This is how the 9/11 attacks got started.
Oh.
I could never do that.
And I never
Well,
got
for the right person.
What?
Yeah.
That's such a strange place to take it.
More than the Echo Park glory scene.
You think that? Wait, so you think that like the hijackers were just like sort of easily led?
Muhammad Atta was just seducing them.
Also,
He's
here's another
become
one.
a fucking celebrity lately.
Name
Oh, really?
another one.
Yeah. Osama. Barack Osama.
Barack.
Think about it. Dude, he's gonna
Real
win,
lies.
Barack Obama.
My
He's gonna win.
huh? Shot through the fucking ear, dude. It's game over.
This is gonna come out, I think, once the
Yeah.
election is over.
Oh,
so
here's a less topical thing about that.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
dad, fully about a week after 9/11, started calling bin liners Osamas.
No.
And he did not stop doing that until his death.
That's
That's a good
awesome,
bit.
dude.
That's a
That's
good bit.
awesome.
After Osama bin Laden's death,
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, no, he carried on after Osama bin Laden's
Yeah.
death. Yeah.
Got to keep his legacy going.
Yeah. Because my dad cared about Cockney rhyming slang and he wanted to keep it going, modernize the form.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm going to do that now.
Yeah, you
when
should.
you arrive at a bit that good, you don't want to let it go.
No.
Yeah, after that guy
Chuck another
Osama trashed
Osama in
Laden.
the bin, That's
I've come
awesome.
across a bit like that I keep doing. I want everyone to start doing this. Call any band consisting of men a boy band. The National's a boy band. Block Party's a boy band. Come on, it's a good band. What's your favorite
Aerosmith's
boy
a boy
band?
band.
Aerosmith.
Il Divo.
Nickelback the boy band.
My
Go
favorite,
back the boy
my
band.
favorite boy band, the black metal combo Dimmu Borgir.
What is that? Can you
That
Google
was
them?
like Simlish. That's like what Sims say when they say hello. It's like
okay.
Borgir.
So, one of the things I think is really funny is
Yeah.
stuff that sort of tries to be scary to be more serious.
Mhm.
What people wear at like sort of raves or sex parties, it tends to be one of theirs. Like I'm dressed up as a scary butcher. Don't you want to fuck?
Uh-huh.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, any butcher
Sure.
is scary if you're a lamb or a cow.
Is that how you identify sexually? Like an otter, a lamb?
Yeah, we're doing butcher and
sausage
lamb
link.
role play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butcher, lamb, roleplay. Get in there.
Bam.
Basically, but basically,
man.
I've
it's
been
like-
bad.
it's just
Have you been a bad,
Bad, bad girl.
I'm gonna shave your ass. And then I'm gonna roast you.
Oh, wow.
It's close to Nixon again.
I'm a sexy Nixon.
Henry, what's our exposure on this?
And you flooded my water gates. Let's go.
Okay, let's
There
go.
It's one of these bands from Scandinavia whose again whole thing was just we're gonna
ABBA, aha, sure,
Yeah,
those kind of things.
Scandinavian black
Yeah.
metal band ABBA.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's like we're gonna get scarier, and they just keep sort of getting
like
more.
Lordy.
Yeah, they just keep getting more Halloween,
yeah.
basically, as time goes on.
Yeah.
They're also a boy band by that metric.
Oh,
Hell
like
yeah.
Guar, kind of?
Yeah, Guar's
Okay.
a boy band.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, dude, I would love.
Well, they're more of a monster band. Actually. They're so spooky.
They're too spooky. I couldn't.
Go to the Guar
I
show.
fucked
it's
them in
like,
their costumes.
I would fuck Guar in their costumes, probably.
Only in their costumes.
Yeah. Do you think they're? What if they're like full models outside? They're like Abercrombie American Eagle models.
well, they're just really hot.
They're
Well, that's
really
how they
hot
met,
guys.
on the set of an Abercrombie catalog shoot. Yeah.
Marketing their puka
Like,
shell
Ugh,
necklaces.
we all just we love terror metal, but people keep on expecting us to play acoustic guitar. No one's gonna believe us like this, Chad. Come on.
Come on, here, dude. Just take a few horns and put some boils on your body, and we got this.
Terror metal, a new genre emerging out of the ISIS-controlled territory.
I love that.
Okay. I had nowhere further to go with that, really. I
Wow.
don't know enough about
Wait,
metal.
one of the other problem. This is sort of the limit of my metal knowledge. I don't particularly like it
I
very
don't think
much.
you guys know so much about everything.
I wonder if they get sweaty in their costumes. Sure they do.
Yeah.
Sweatier than you, probably.
Oh, one of
Okay.
them just died.
Fucking prove it.
Corey Smoot just died.
No,
Yeah, because he
not
said he-
Corey
Smooth.
Smooth.
Because he said he was sweatier than me.
Yeah.
He tried to come from my sweaty ass crown, dude.
Call him Corey Smoke.
And then
the way he was
then-
struck down.
No, say
in his
Corey
prime.
Smooth's stage name. Corey Smooth's stage name is?
Flatus Maximus. Like
Heck
flat
yeah.
as, not flat as in like flat, but flatus as in like farting.
Like Gladys.
Like big fart. basically.
Nice.
It's like it's what you would call a farting guy in Mad Max.
Would you
basically.
say that Gladys is kind of the big fat fart equivalent of another name? Like a
not
Gladys, I
become
think of like a
addicted to
fart.
farting.
You know? I don't know.
This is-
It's like maybe it's like
No
my
bad
grandma's
rips, no
friend's
bad
name
rips.
smells like old grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as smart as you guys. This sucks.
What
Dude.
about a version of Mad Max where like the commodity is farts, and so the guy in charge is Flatus Maximus in the sense of flatulence? And then
well, no,
they're
he'd
just,
be the
like-
resource.
Yeah, they're trying to like conserve their farts to like power their vehicles and stuff.
I think I played that Fallout mod.
Well, in lockdown, I tried to light my own fart on fire. Do you guys want to see the video?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
I feel like I'm vaguely aware of this. I'm vaguely
I
aware of this.
also vaguely remember this. Did you succeed?
Absolutely not. And that made it funnier.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, well, you guys talk amongst yourself. I'll find it.
So
By the time it's not relevant
so
anymore.
like, what's up, boys? What's going on? How you feeling? Let's just check in. Boys being boys. You guys feeling okay? You feeling comfortable in social scenarios and stuff?
Do you want to check out my magician? He's by this bathroom.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
magician
yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Was the
My
guy-
other character who's a magician hangs out in the bathroom.
He lights your fart on fire through the glory hole. That's the
Wow.
straight glory hole where it's just
Ready?
like doing jackass stuff.
For the video, folks, Olga's full ass is out right now.
Were you wearing cotton pants or polyester pants?
Polyester.
Oh, that's really... You shouldn't do that.
Is this too much?
No,
Olga
it's
is
hilarious.
doused in petrol during this video.
This is a protest.
Yeah.
There's also some really provocative signs around.
That would be the funniest way to self-immolate. Like, just starting by lighting a fart, and then it just...
I love that little
That's my
slow
thought,
zoom
eh?
right there.
Uh-huh.
I just put out the flame.
That's an epic fart, though. That was a really good
Yeah.
fart.
You've got, like, non-flammable farts. You've got...
I just put out the flame, and I got so excited because people started screaming, and I was like, I made it big, and then it turns out I put it out.
Damn, dude.
You guys need to react more,
It's a
because
metaphor.
otherwise
Yeah.
I just showed you that for no reason.
It's a metaphor for something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, hey, you know what? Sometimes you want to make it big, but you just put it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It comes for us all.
Getting you to do the Olympic flame.
Uh-huh.
Well,
To
Just
fart into the
putting it
Olympic.
out with a fart.
Uh-huh.
Well, the
Oh.
Olympics is over.
Wait, do they put out the fire after the Olympics?
I don't think so.
Or,
It just lasts forever.
They put out the fire in the stadium, but then they light. But before that, they light a torch from it, and then it starts the fucking torch relay to like the next Olympics. I think that's what happened.
Really?
And then they
the
handed it
torch.
to me, and I put it out. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oops.
You finally
Oopsies.
stopped the Olympics. But you are personally responsible for ending one of the greatest engines of gentrification the world knows by finally stopping the fucking Olympics.
There will be no
Sally.
pistol shooting now. She farted out the Olympic flame. We can't do
I
it.
guess there'll be no pentathlon.
I kind of was thinking maybe you could be like, you know how they have the archer that usually like flings the arrow into the big one?
What?
You could be like, maybe I'm making it up from like a cartoon
no,
in my
but yeah,
head.
that
I'm thinking
sounds
of a
familiar.
Viking funeral.
Nah, yeah, it's like a Viking funeral, but like, isn't that how they sometimes you could like have an archer and they like light it, and that's like the last domino of the whole thing.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah,
it sounds familiar.
you know, it's
It sounds like that might have happened for one of them.
yeah, or a movie,
Yeah.
easily, you know, something like that, or a cartoon.
Or a Viking funeral you saw.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I've been to a lot. You get some really well hung lads
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. A lot of magicians at Viking
Yeah.
funerals, if you know what I
The
mean.
glory
Exactly.
holes at Viking funerals.
It's so
Mamma
hard
mia.
to cut a glory hole in Wattle and Daub.
Milo.
Practically impossible. You need like an apple corer.
Oh.
Damn, I'm certain now that I'm not smart enough to have a podcast.
This is not a smart podcast.
You guys are fucking geniuses. You guys are well
No,
educated.
he's tricking you because he knows what Waddle and Daub is.
I don't know. I think I'm also like perfectly. I'm like perfectly in the spot too, where like I can't always fully understand the accents as well. So I'm like not quite. Maybe
Yeah.
there's a word I just
Okay,
don't.
Only
two,
one person
two
here.
of us have the same accent as you.
Yeah.
Three. You say you can't understand a Canadian accent.
No. Literalmente no entiendo nada.
He's saying something about ice hockey, I think, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's like, and where does the syrup come from?
Something about some kind of a sexy Zamboni.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. A sexy Zamboni would be a good merch T-shirt.
Yeah, you'd have to fight that lady, Tate McRae.
What about the
for it.
Zambona?
Why does she? What did Tate
that
McRae
you
was
know
do?
a-
Tate McRae, the pop star?
She goes, yeah. Think I'm fine. I know that. I
That's
know her.
exactly her. Yeah, she
I took
did
a dance class to her song once.
She did a music video at a Canadian hockey rink, and half of it was just her serving on a Zamboni.
Which we talked about in the last episode. This is a
Awesome.
callback
This is
to.
I
awesome.
think on my 40th birthday, it would be okay if I put out the flame with my fart.
Baby, we still have 20 years until your 40th birthday.
Hey!
And
Wait,
that,
which-
fellas,
sorry.
is how you be an ally.
With
So
the
if
flame?
Leonardo DiCaprio's watching this,
The birthday cake.
Oh, the birthday cake. Oh, I thought you were talking about like the Olympic flame, and I'm like, will it align up with an Olympics? Your 40th birthday?
I'm never going to be 40, so I don't
No.
know. I don't know what you mean by that.
I've got a plan to not turn 40.
What's that? Transfusing your son's blood?
killing yourself at 39 by jumping into the Olympic flame.
That's pretty good.
No, it's to get nucleophil.
What's
What is that?
nucleophil?
It's a kind of filler that stimulates collagen production.
I'm gonna get nuclear
oh, Riley,
fill.
honey, sweetie, baby.
I think you should actually. I thought you were talking about my buddy Nuclear Phil. It's my buddy
Yeah.
Phil who's got this. He got a nice nuclear rig and he's just testing shit. He's a really cool guy. Puts a
Yeah.
lot of stuff into you know like. I'm picturing like the biohazard. He's got a lot of bags with that logo
The
on
doctor
it.
from Minority Report.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got this friend.
A
He
movie
was
I
in
actually
Reactor
have seen.
4.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Wait, but I feel like I think it would be very fun if on your 40th birthday you go full like sexy Squidward and just I think, yeah. Just inject everything into everywhere.
You should get.
I get a perfect 8-side.
Hey, can I talk to you for a sec? I don't know if you know this, but this is being filmed. I'm assuming there's like a collective large number of social media followers here, and I just, I have an image to keep up. Glory holes. Talking about my friend's personal details.
Important stuff.
We got to get to the personal details hour. What's your favorite social insurance number?
Probably Social Security.
There we go. Sorry, I was remembering Canada.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't understand your language, bro.
Like you said, you couldn't understand.
Yeah, the divide between us is intense.
I want to go back to actually something we were talking about before. Your merch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your merch. We've got you could sell cigarettes, you could sell t-shirts. I think you could also sell you remember AOL discs from back in the day?
Yeah.
Like floppy disk?
Oh yeah.
Like little. Well,
I need the CD that you used to get in the mail.
And you
have to plug it in and it does the whole dial-up.
Yeah. You could sell those, but like 1 in every 20 has like a terrible computer virus on it. It'd have to be a USB.
That's fully in our realm.
That is on brand.
Yeah,
That's
and so that's
really
the thing.
on
Is
brand.
It would make your. You know what it would be? Sorry, because no one has a CD drive anymore. It'd have to be a USB-C stick, and it could just be like either it has like a little GIF of you
dancing,
dropping your pants or whatever, or it's got ransomware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for sure that, and it's like, so that's kind of what we always come back to is like everything ends up being like the best ideas are like really destructive ideas.
You just need to do a calendar.
Like a.
Yeah. People would buy that, right?
I know, but I also want people. I want to like have like a cool shirt or a hoodie or
what
something.
What if the calendar was also like 1 day wrong 1 month?
That's fun.
Like,
and then you put like little like call Jack like.
The calendar
Jack's
gets
circumcision.
February 2 is February.
Yeah, or even
Ladies March, Women's March.
Even more subtle. Even more subtle. You could have the calendar get it wrong that it's a leap year. Like if it is a leap year, have it have a short February. If it's not a leap year, have it have a long February.
Owned. Absolutely
no one would
owned.
notice because that would be you'd expect to see 28 days in February sometimes.
Or doing calendars, but only for the wrong year.
Selling like a calendar from
2001 calendar. It's like you on top of the World Trade Center. Be here forever.
Anything is possible. Be here forever.
Never America's proudest buildings.
My love for you stands as eternal as these towers.
Just like a shot of like someone like this smiling, and then both like towers crumbling in the background.
Doing like the Leaning Tower of Pisa thing, where you're like holding up the towers as they're coming down.
Oh my god!
January, it's a picture of you with like Osama bin Laden and the Mujahideen, and you're like America's brave warriors against communism.
Oh yeah,
a calendar that's from completely a pre 9/11 world.
It's just
welcome back to America, Lee Harvey Oswald, proud defector. A man who always acts alone.
That's right.
That's like, well, we're doing another. I did this run in New York of the show, and we're doing like another run of it. Where this theater, there's like opportunities to do more like immersive stuff like this, and I think we were talking about doing like having a photo of like Jack coming across like Ellis Island with like a portable speaker and like a like a microphone like this family, and just having all these moments in history of like this guy. He's been at every moment in history.
Yeah,
I like him hanging out with the fucking
kind of like an immortal Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
you could
truly.
You could go back even further. You could be you could have him with Nixon, for example.
He loves Nixon.
Of course he does.
He doesn't know anything about him, but he loves his movies. and by that I mean he thinks he confuses Nixon with Reagan, but he loves Nixon thinking he's Reagan.
My great uncle Richard loved the movies of Ronald Reagan.
Really?
Yeah. He always used to say he was very, very deaf in his old age. He was a massive penny pincher who used.
The great thing about Reagan, he spoke very loudly in his movies.
Yeah,
very popular with the old.
Yeah,
very loudly, not very coherent. Towards the end. No, he was such a penny pincher that he lived on the border between Washington and Oregon, so he could pay no property tax in one and no sales tax in another.
Hell yeah.
Fucking rocks, dude.
Yeah. Lived alone his entire life, a confirmed bachelor, visited every country in the world, loved musical theater.
It sounds incredible. Can we do like a biopic starring Zack Zucker?
Yeah, please, dude.
My Uncle Dick? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You've got an Uncle Dick too.
No, he's dead. I had an Uncle Dick.
Yeah.
He was also a great
amazing.
uncle.
Well, you've more of like a dad dick right now. You're not quite an uncle just yet.
Mine's more of a regular uncle.
Yeah. What a terrific. By the standards of an Uncle Dick, it's terrific.
Yeah. Some Uncle Dick and Aunt Pussy. I can't wait for them to get together.
Going down to the glory hole by the home base to get some Uncle Dick.
Yo, dude.
The glory hole at my uncle's house is really a poison chalice. You know, there's not really a lot of good outcomes
Why did
there.
he put the glory hole by that poison chalice? Crazy.
I poisoned my dick by dipping in this poison chalice.
Yeah, the dick's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king. No, what was I say about him? Oh yeah, he loved the movies, and he said the most iconic line was after there was one movie that Ronald Reagan was in, where he was like run over by a train and loses his legs, and wakes up and says, "Where's the rest of me? Where's the rest of me?" And Uncle Dick used to always say that to me. He's like, "You know what's in that movie? Ronnie Reagan."
Ronnie. Wow, I've never heard anyone call him Ronnie either.
Yeah. Uncle Dick, strange guy.
Uncle Dick.
Yeah.
What was your most fond memory of Uncle Dick?
He took me to see Man and Superman when I was 11.
Nice.
What's
Man and Superman.
Man and Superman is a 4-act play by George Bernard Shaw.
George Bernard Shaw is a great read.
And it's got a
Tom is just sighing Irishly in the corner. It's good.
like it's look, I was 11, I didn't catch all of it.
Mhm.
But it is about
A man who's friends with Superman. Just a regular guy,
God, his
unnamed.
ass.
Yeah.
I think it's as I recall, it was Shaw's play about the kind of trappings of middle class English morality and how they would sort of lead to a sort of empty and unfulfilled life. And it's about this sort of bachelor character who ends up. There's a whole third act that's rarely performed called Don Juan in Hell, which is just him talking to the devil in character as Don
I
Juan.
love that there's a third act that's rarely performed.
Yeah.
That seems
it
like
makes
an
the play like 5 hours long.
Of course, 11-year-old Riley fucking loved it.
Yeah. This is awesome.
I mean, I haven't seen it since. I'm sure I'm glossing over a huge amount of it.
Oh, now, little Riley, I'm going to take you to a play. Is it pretentious, Uncle? Very.
There's a third act. A special third act you might not even see. Depends if the theater has the license.
Oh, how jolly.
Don Juan and the
And he
devil.
speaks to the devil, but not as himself.
No, as kind of like a sex symbol, sort of a Casanova type.
A sexy Spaniard.
Yeah.
Never trust a papist.
A sort of Casanova with revolutionary beliefs gets taken into middle class.
Wow.
I see.
There we go.
And how does Superman come into it?
Is it the Superman that we know and love, or is it more of like, it's like this Superman idea, or is it like S on the chest, you know?
Yeah, when did people start using the term Superman?
Well,
If it was before Superman.
I think the Man in Superman was Nietzsche, I think.
I kind of
Sorry.
like the Ubermensch and
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah,
Superman
yeah.
is just Superman.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Then it
makes
worked
sense.
its way into the whole thing.
It's interesting. It's
Yeah.
interesting. It's interesting. So they had a translation, but then they just went with the German one anyway.
Yeah, they love German stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
Yeah.
my most fond memory of Uncle Dick.
That's a great memory of Uncle Dick.
Yeah. I don't remember much. I remember he used to breathe. If he was sitting quietly, he would very slowly breathe much louder because he had a hearing aid, but he never turned on the battery. He never turned it on.
Yeah.
He would just go.
That doesn't sound like breathing at all.
Yeah, it sounds like he's humming.
Wait, so
He's revving up.
That's how he would, because he couldn't hear. That he was like, I don't know if this happens if you're wearing noise canceling headphones, that your breathing will just like slowly get killery. Yeah.
Also happens when you stick your dick into a glory hole.
Yeah.
Wearing noise canceling headphones.
Yeah.
Phoning a woman late at night, just be like, I'm sorry, I'm wearing noise cancelling headphones.
I can't quite.
This is actually a completely regular phone call.
Yeah, the thing everybody loves to hear. Welcome to this normal phone call.
Yeah.
That's how I start off all my calls. I want everyone to know.
Hey,
In this climate, with all these liberals running around, I gotta cover my bases.
I'm not a murderer. I just want to say that right up the top.
Yeah.
I'm not a murderer. I just breathe very deeply.
Yeah.
Asthmatic serial killer, just wheezing and then taking the inhaler.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, hi, yeah. Yeah, I am watching you, though.
Yeah.
It would be.
It's kind of a Darth Vader code, and maybe he's asthmatic.
The asthmatic serial killer watching the news and being like, I wanted them to call me the Echo Park Killer.
Oh, wait. Are people sensitive about Jack the Ripper here, or not so much? It's more
No,
like
it's
lore.
a tourist thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if I called myself Jack the Riffer, would people like it?
Jack the Ripper.
Tourists
Yeah.
probably would.
I'll make you
They'd
laugh.
be like, I'd like to go on the
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper tour. And they'd be
Sure.
like, here's where he did a podcast that one time.
Yeah.
Here were some of his famous riffs. He did that one over there.
Here's a Korean place that he went to dinner once.
Yeah.
Can't really show what he did there. It was very inappropriate.
The Jack the Ripper tours are great because they're like that whole area of London was so bombed to fuck by the Germans that just like none of the streets even exist.
So did this
anymore.
happen? This was post World War II. Jack the Ripper came out. I don't know much about him. I just know
No,
that.
way before.
Post
Way
World War
before.
II, Jack the Ripper came out like
Yeah, it's gay.
Yeah.
He came out. He's like, "Hey, Queen, sorry, I did it. Also, I'm gay now.
I s-
Protected.
I slayed those queens.
I slayed those Queens kings."
Yeah.
It was pre World War I and II.
it was like the late 19th century,
Yeah.
So the 1800s.
like late 1800s.
Like
Yeah.
carry it one before.
Yeah, you got to
Remember, I've only finished high school. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention most of my school either.
So it was late 19th century, and it was the whole thing was like a media circus. Like there might not even have been one guy doing it. It's just a bunch of women were killed in similar circumstances in the same summer at a time when it was ridiculously dangerous to be in London, like insanely dangerous to be in London.
Interesting. Actually,
Everyone was murdering then. It was a fashion at the time.
it was just what we did, right?
Yeah, you couldn't even call the constable.
Yeah,
They weren't interested.
Yeah. Also, there was no calling back then.
No, you just had to go
no.
pass it on to somebody, and maybe hopefully someone else found out about it, and can't keep doing your thing. That's a
Well,
British accent, by the way.
That
It's
is
such a good
fantastic.
British accent.
Oh, it's well nice. I love to be here. bloody popping floppets.
You went a bit Birmingham there.
Hey, I kind of love. I don't like to exclude any part of the island. I want to keep everybody. My accent flows
Just
through.
this island,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, yeah.
We're excluding everyone in
Yeah.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I can't do that. I can't.
This island, fuck everyone.
We're
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
on the tail of Jack the Ripper. There's no one. Jack the Ripper in an Australian accent. It's just Jack, who's a really great guy.
Oh, he's a bloody ripper.
Oh, he's a fucking ripper.
He's a sick cunt.
Hilarious.
Jack the
He
Ripper.
was
my
sculling schooners.
my sick
Not
cunt
like
friend.
that murderer, Jack the dog cunt.
Jack the fucking rat.
I love this.
Do you know how maple syrup
Hang a
works?
bucket.
Yeah, you hang a bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bash a nail into a tree, you hang a bucket from the nail, sap drips into the bucket, then you boil it, and then you put it on some snow, and then you eat it like a popsicle.
Oh.
Yeah, you've never been to a cabano sucre before.
Sometimes I'm the
What?
bucket.
Wow.
Someone's-
Were you in French
someone's
immersion as well?
gotta
No.
Some days you're the nail, some days you're the bucket.
Some days you're the bloody sap, innit, dog?
Some days you're the tree. Do you know
That's
what
the
I mean?
washing up liquid.
But that's why you gotta get up and you gotta keep moving forward. Because you can't control whether you're the tree, the nail, the bucket, or the sap at the end of the day. The important thing is getting through the day. And then you say, okay, today I was the sap, tomorrow I'm going to be the bucket.
And it's all right if I'm not the bucket, because then there's a bloody forest and there's all different types of trees and other buckets and nails and bloody blokes and bravs and misses and idiots.
There's
And,
a whole lot of bloody blokes in the forest.
yeah, all the bloody time.
It doesn't matter. You're at a petrol station. It doesn't matter which side of the hole you're on. This is in black and white, and the camera keeps like cutting in and out. Doesn't matter which side of the hole you're on. You've got to keep your mouth wet and your cock hard,
Can I
because
tell
you don't
you-
know it could be
can I
one
tell
way.
you? Can I tell you, please, what this sounds like to me?
Yeah.
This sounds like the kind of 4-minute heartstring tugging video that they would play in front of the beloved men's glory hole team going to the finals against Spain.